Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Stock Investing and Trading 101. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my portfolio. I'll be showing you guys all my complete portfolio. I mainly focus on dividend and dividend growth investing. We're going to start with my M1 Finance portfolio. I haven't shown this one in a while. We're going to start with, this is my retirement account in M1 Finance. So my biggest current holding is Duke Energy. I've been buying a lot of Duke Energy. It's been lagging the rest of the energy sector, and I think it's at a good valuation, and also it's got a nice 4 to 5% dividend yield. Under that, we have Chevron and Clorox, which I've been buying both of these as well. I've been adjusting my portfolio and taking a lot of profits and kind of going a little bit more defensive lately. As a lot of you know, we're at all-time highs in the market. After that, we have Pfizer and 3M, followed by Royal Dutch Shell and Fun, which is Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair is something that I've been buying and building a bigger position on in my Robinhood portfolio, which I'll be showing you guys after this. Next, we have Colgate-Palmolive, IBM, which is also something that I have a nice sized position in, Consolidated Edison, British American Tobacco, Universal Corporation, Waste Management. I'm actually buying a little bit of Waste Management here and there still. It's kind of tricky to find the undervalued stocks in the market at this point because the market just keeps going higher and higher. Under that, we have Johnson & Johnson, Apple, which is really what has been leading the market. We have Apple and Microsoft. I mean, just look at this. Apple is up 75% for my portfolio in 1 year. I mean, it's just been going up, and that's what's really been raising the market to these all-time highs, and specifically the Nasdaq. After that, we have Hasbro, Kimberly-Clark, BP, Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Home Depot, which I'm building a sizable position in. It's one of my core positions actually in Home Depot because it's had a nice pullback and I think it's a good buying opportunity. It's been consolidating after this pullback, and I think it's a good time to look at this stock. After that, we have PepsiCo, General Mills, Caterpillar, Air Products and Chemicals, Starbucks, Walmart, Philip Morris International, McDonald's, which is also my biggest holding, or it's my second biggest holding altogether throughout my entire portfolio is McDonald's. Lastly, we have Leggett & Platt, Southern Company, Bank of Hawaii, Norfolk Southern Company, United Technologies, Bank of Montreal, Hawaiian Electric, Campbell's Soup, Coca-Cola, Altria, and Realty Income. All of these stocks have one thing in common, that they pay a dividend, and also the dividend grows every single year. These stocks are called dividend growth companies, and it's my favorite way to invest, and I just really am a huge fan of dividends. Next, we go to my Robinhood portfolio. This is where I've been making a lot of changes and moving a lot of stocks from other portfolios into Robinhood. So we'll start with my stock holdings. I have 101 shares of Ford, followed by 100 shares of AT&T, 100 shares of Realty Income, 12 shares of Altria, 100 shares of ACB, 100 shares of Reut, 4 shares of Coca-Cola, 1 share of both CLM and Starbucks, and then 3 shares of McDonald's and 6 shares of Cedar Fair, which I talked about before. So you'll notice that in my portfolio I'm holding a lot of 100 shares of different companies, and I do that so that I can sell covered calls against my shares, and I can generate additional income besides just the dividend income from that, and I can use that income to then buy more shares, to sell more covered calls, and to keep it growing. And that's been a big part of my strategy lately. So my options that I'm currently holding are covered calls against ACB, AT&T, Ford, Realty Income, and Reut. And then I have 4 hedge positions. These mean it's a hedge, meaning it's kind of protecting my portfolio in case there's a downturn in the market. So I'm holding puts on the SPY, and I'm also holding a call on the short S&P 500 fund. So once again, these are positions that will go up in value when the stock market goes down. This is called a hedge, and it's kind of an insurance policy to protect your gains. Lastly, we have my stash portfolio, which has also been many changes. This is my biggest portfolio altogether. We have this portfolio valued at $8,800. The other one is about $6,000. We'll just go through my personal portfolio today because they're both very similar, and I own quite a few stocks in this portfolio. So let's get right into it. Here's my biggest holding in this portfolio, McDonald's. I mentioned this earlier, that it's one of my biggest holdings throughout my portfolio. I think my current biggest holding right now is Realty Income, just because the shares are so expensive. Next we have Home Depot at $638 invested, followed by IBM and Duke Energy. We also have Starbucks and then Boeing. So far, what I'm currently buying is Boeing, a lot of Duke Energy, and some Home Depot here and there, and also some McDonald's here and there, but I've also built my position to where I want it so far. After that, we have General Mills, Royal Dutch Shell, PepsiCo, Pfizer, 3M, and ExxonMobil. I've actually been buying a lot of the oil and energy sectors lately. They have lagged and not performed very well. There's kind of a negative sentiment around those sectors and companies, and really that's the reason that I'm buying them, just to get them at a discount in case they do go up. And if they don't go up, they're still yielding 5%, and I'm fine with that. Next we have AbbVie, J&J, Restaurant Brands, and Clorox. I've cut my AbbVie and Johnson & Johnson position. I took some profits. AbbVie has gone up about 23% for me. Johnson & Johnson also went up significantly. And I'm just kind of holding a large position of cash as well, which I didn't mention, is that I've sold a lot of stocks and I'm holding it in a cash position so that I can buy any dips if there is one. I'm expecting a pullback soon because the market's been just running and running. Next, we have Microsoft, which is also one of the big factors as to why we're at all-time highs. Microsoft has been going up and up, along with Apple. We have Kraft Heinz, Chevron, Costco, FedEx, Apple, and Consolidated Edison. If you're looking for a stock that's beaten down, check out FedEx. It's got a really negative sentiment, and it does have good reason for that they are declining in their sales and their fundamentals, and it's not doing very well, but it is something that is pulled back, and I'm just going to small position in them. I think it's at a good price. It's pulled back pretty far, along with Cisco. So we have Cisco, Hormel Foods, Disney, Lockheed Martin, Caterpillar, Walgreens Boots Alliance, National Grid, which I've sold most of my position, taking a 10% profit. We have Walmart, EOG Resources, Procter & Gamble, Waste Management, General Motors, Merck, American Airlines, CVS, Nike, BP, and Kinder Morgan. These are all very small positions, $28, $26, so I'll just scroll through them. I don't need to name off every single little investment. But this is my portfolio, and currently I'm getting a little bit over $100 per month in dividends from this, and then I'm also $50 to $100 from selling covered calls. So that's a decent amount of income that I'm continuing to grow every year, and that I'm going to be continuing to show you guys on my channel, watching my portfolio grow, telling you guys what I'm buying, what I'm selling, how the portfolio is performing. And thanks for watching the video, guys. If you have anything to comment, definitely feel free to comment below. I would like to hear what stocks people are currently buying, because I'm struggling to find undervalued stocks. I know I mentioned quite a large amount of them, but I'm definitely curious to see what other people are looking at. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys soon.